Preston, are you going to give us a tour of your plants?
You want a tour?
Yeah, you got a lot growing here. Let's see.
Yeah, I'll give you a tour if you want. This is the rainbow eucalyptus, and it's a canopy plant, so it's going to grow really tall. In fact, that one I just came from is another rainbow eucalyptus, and they're going to grow and then have a huge shade layer, which at first I really wanted for the shade. Truth be told, now I'm kind of worried it's going to block a lot of the other plants, but they're beautiful. They have the most beautiful bark. It's different color. Yeah, I love those trees. That's probably one of my favorite. This is a Cavendish banana. They're a little bit smaller than a lot of your banana trees. It's a dwarf too, that helps, but it just in general it's smaller than a lot of dwarfs. Kind of a slow grower and kind of picky in my opinion. This is a bamboo. Not exactly sure the variety, but it is a type of timber bamboo, and I brought it from one of my neighbor's yards. I dug it up. Took me about 6 hours to get it out, but his was 35 feet tall. I mean, super tall. Got some Japanese timber bamboo down there too, which I think will look good having two types of bamboo, really tall bamboo. That's just an ornamental banana. That's an ornamental banana, mainly because I didn't know they were ornamental at the time. Got the papaya, and you can see it's got some flowers growing in there, and those are going to turn into papayas in a bit. This one right here is what I enjoy so far for right now, currently in the year, because of how well it's doing. It's a ice cream banana, and they grow really fast. I love these things, and good bananas. You'll probably get, I don't know, I'm not going to count them right now, I'm cutting them off, but around 25 of these different shoots of limbs, and then you'll start getting bananas. They'll come in a big, it looks like a weird pointy thing. That's actually the flower, and then you get a whole bunch more bananas than you need. It's another Cavendish I took, because what happens is you get these, try not to like bad back out, but you get these shoots. They're just little pups. Right out here.
A banana
You get these pups, and you can get quite a few sometimes from one big banana, and you can just split them off with a shovel or a machete or something. And what I do is I just replant them. Like this Cavendish came from over there, and I just moved it, and it's growing almost as fast as the parent, which is crazy. This is a red trunk, and I actually haven't seen, I don't know what to expect when this one grows up. It's kind of slow, but it might just be smaller variety. I don't know. I'm not gonna walk you through everything because it takes too long, but it's kind of dark. How is it? Is the camera pretty dark right now?
Actually, it's really good.
It's good? That's great. So this is a guava. In fact, recently, yeah, here's a flower. So I think we're gonna start getting some guavas. Here's another guava. This is same pink guava, right? Yeah, pink guava, and they grow super fast. In fact, and I'll be honest, I don't like them. They're beautiful. They're kind of a tropical tree, and I like the bark. But as far as the fruit, they're not my favorite. You could live on them if you had to, but they're not my favorite. This is a Pakistani mulberry.
Look how tall that is.
It's one of my favorite varieties of the mulberry because the berry size is huge. The drawback is you're not going to get as much. You're not going to get as many flushes, and it just takes a lot more to grow. They're kind of, they get really tall, but they don't produce a lot. That your normal Barbados cherry, which grows so well here in Central Florida. I've also got some Everglade tomatoes, which are kind of like a weed. They'll grow, and they're not the best tomato you've ever tasted in your entire life, but they grow like a weed, and they're pretty damn good. So you can have them in salads and stuff. You're not, unless you're like really like I have to have the best, you're not gonna notice, and you're not gonna have to work. You're just gonna, they will literally, you'll have more tomatoes than you ever need. So anytime you have a salad, just come out and grab them. It's super easy. Look at how many mulberries I've got just on this tiny tree right now. This is one of my biggest producer. If you're ever looking for like something here in Central Florida where you want to just have like fruit constantly, I mean, when I'm out here in the garden, you know, all the time, I just have a couple mulberries, and this is a tiny plant growing in one pot. I'll eventually repot this over on the side of the yard, and they do get pretty big and kind of annoying because you're gonna have a ton of fruit, and it's not the easiest to pick. But I mean, even right now, there are 20 mulberries growing on this single tree. Most of these are, I've got a lot of mango that I'm growing from that mango tree, and the oh gosh,
figs and avocados.
Go into too much on how on the seeds, but they're basically clones from the mother, and they will that variety will become just like our other mango tree, which is super good. I got a Haas back here. I have a couple over along the way, but this is just grown from, honestly, your normal seed from an avocado at the grocery store. But what I'll do is, as soon as that gets just a tiny bit bigger, I'll come over here and cut off this branch of our super Haas, which grows really well here, and it tastes really good. I mean, you can tell the difference in a normal grocery store variety, but it's a little, to me, it's a little more firm, and it lasts longer on the shelf, so we can store it a lot easier than the grocery store ones. Besides the point, I'll cut this, graft it in there, and we'll have more of these same type of tree. This is another one I'm really excited. I wish I probably should have got more, but I can't wait till it grows. It's a Jamaican cherry tree. It's a strawberry tree, and it produces like a kind of almost like, I would describe it like a cherry, but you just eat the whole thing. There's no pit or anything. They're awesome to have.
Your figs.
Blueberries. I've got dragon fruit, blackberries, more rainbow eucalyptus down there than I'm gonna be able to handle someday. A lot of this stuff is gonna be sold really soon, but 4 different types of dragon fruit right here that I'm excited to try. The fig section too, I kind of glanced over, but I've got a couple other varieties of mangoes growing from seed, and then I think I've got 5 or 6 different types. And look at that mushroom in there. I've got probably 5 or 6 different types of figs, and 3 of the varieties had pretty good crops already on just this size fig. I think this one even is growing some more figs. Let's see, what is this? This is I believe that is a celestial, if I'm not mistaken. I honestly don't remember. The tag fell off, but I've got a lot of little clippings too of figs like this one that I'm going to be growing to get to that size, but they're just tiny now. Pretty soon we'll have a ton, and I'll put corn in here, and I've got some palm trees growing, and then we've got the full mature mango that gives you more mangoes than you could ever realistically even give away. So that's just a tour. I know I kind of rambled on, but man, it's really is amazing what you can do in even just 6 months to a year when it comes to, if you want to get things ready to have a really viable amount of not just food, but a lot of like just fun in the years to come. You can get so many things just started that once you've actually got it going, it takes very little effort of just watering it here and there, making sure that the plants have what they need, and right off the bat you can start getting just little treats and showing what the future will look like. But within a couple years, it's easy to be at the point where the minimum amount of work you have to do becomes like habit. You're not thinking about it. You can come out in your backyard and just easily, maybe you don't have to have your whole meal, but you can be like, oh yeah, let's have fresh tomatoes in our salad. And you can do that anytime you have a salad. You can have fresh avocados anytime you want. And I guess I have to be more realistic. You can't do that all year because you're not gonna be able to have avocados all year. But you're not gonna have to really do anything else. So when they are in season, you'll have tons of avocados. The biggest importance is just making sure that you have a really good automated water system so that the plants can get the water constantly. You don't have to worry about that so much. And and it's a lot of fun. But yeah, this is in. We'll have to do it. Oh, you know what? Sorry, one more thing. I skipped over all this citrus. Look at all these, and these are I just have this in a tiny pot, and look at how many oranges I already have on it.
Those are huge.
That's one plant. Look at all these lemons that are growing. So when you have a fish dinner or something, you don't want to always have to have lemon, go to the store and grab a lemon, because a lot of times it's going to go bad. It's nice to have a lemon where if it goes bad, I don't care. I've got so many lemons, I don't worry. Look at all these oranges. This thing got dried out, so some of the fruit's going to fall off, but got this, and then tons of citrus on the other side of the house. But I guess all I'm trying to stress is it's very easy to do, and you can do it in pots. It doesn't have to be some huge project. It can just be a little here and there. Concentrate on having an automated system, and before you know it, you'll figure out what you enjoy growing, what's easiest to grow, and what works best for your climate. Yeah, come on out, and I'll shut this gate, and we'll do a follow-up eventually showing a lot more on the other side of the house, and a lot less fruit trees, but maybe some of the tropical birds of paradise and stuff.